Hi, I'm Carlos Garcia, and this is the Commissioner's Report.
Ladies and gentlemen, killer robots from outer space, welcome to another edition of the Commissioner's Report. I am your commissioner, Carlos Garcia, the greatest commissioner in all the land, and I'm here to tell you that we made it through another week of fantasy football. And unlike Gary talking about his day, there was nothing boring about it. First up, Team Bruce gave Nima the old slap and tickle to put Bruce on the winners column. Up next, Team Tom continued his tuckering streak by tuckering Andy Weechamberry right in the pussy. Bye-week Gross kept the training montage alive by teabagging Gary to earn yet another W. And Team Grande also added himself to the winner's circle by defeating Baba Booey Hayes. Giametta's undefeated streak was ended when he played Ian with TKOs. You're never playing with TKOs, Billy, or you're gonna have a bad time. And in your main event, yes, the previous administration did defeat the current one with some superficial high-end digital cheating that my administration is totally investigating as we speak. So, I'm going to go ahead and emphasize just how hard my administration is working around the clock to prove this fraud, and we will not stop chugging along until we get that W, no matter how hairy things get. This puts things into 4 different 3-way ties. And now, for your team of the week.
It takes a special kind of man to go from being the laughingstock of the league to its team of the week. A man with grit, perseverance, determination. A man whose wife and kids haven't seen in weeks as he spends every waking moment managing his fantasy football team. A man who numerous police reports have been filed about and whose family hopes to see come home safely one day. That man is Josh Gross, and the league proudly celebrates him as this week's team of the week. Congratulations, Gross. Congratulations.
Thank you, Gross, for showing us that no matter how much of a loser people think you are, things can always get better. Even when people called you a total loser, a sucker, a has-been, a fucking idiot, a guy with a small brain and an even smaller penis, a guy with nothing to live for, a guy who should retire from fantasy football and life. Even when people said all that about you, you still never gave up. And that is why you are the team of the week. Congratulations, big guy. And now, as your almighty commissioner, and in just a few short days we'll be telling jokes for a major TV network on national television, I know a good joke when I see one. Which is why it's time for another edition of Carlos's Joke of the Week.
In a week where every team actually did pretty good, 3 men had the taste of balls left in their mouth. Andy Wee, Carlos, Giametta. And that is why, after you remove the pubes from your collective mouths, the league welcomes you as this week's Jokes of the Week. That's pathetic.
Well, guys, just like my grandpa used to say to me, if you can't laugh at yourself, you might as well kill yourself. Rest in peace, Grandpa. And this week, in the Battle of the 0-3's, I battle Nemeth. Good news for both of us is that there must be a winner. Bad news, one of us is going to 0-4. Also, last week's Joke of the Week faces off against this week's Joke of the Week as Team Andy Champ pops off against Bruce. Plus, Team Grande faces off against Bye-Week Gross. Will Gross keep the streak alive? He's got hoop dreams, coach! He's got hoop dreams! Also this week, Team Gary faces off against Team Giametta in a battle of the curly pubes. Whose pubes will come out the curliest? Find out this week! Plus, Team Baba Booey Hayes faces off against Team Ian. And for the main event, we have a battle of the undefeateds as Team Colbauer faces off against Team Tom. Can Tom Tucker Colbauer run in the pussy? Or will Colbauer's hairs get in the way? Find out this week. And there you have it, folks. This has been the Commissioner's Report. questions or feedback, please mail all letters to the inside of your pee holes. Hey, just shove them right in there. And of course, make sure you follow me on Twitter at CarlosDoesWorld. And come back next week when we come back for another edition of The Commissioner's Report.